Well, I think when I wrote my first book, it was early on in my career, and of course you do it because somebody asks you and you think, oh yeah, that'll be a decent enough idea, and your agent at the time probably says, yeah, you should do it, and so you just go with the flow at the time during my career. But when you look back, as much as I enjoyed writing, it's not really necessarily exactly what I think now. You get older, you get wiser, you've got more opinion, you've seen more, and I've obviously had a full career since then. So I decided that it would have been nice to write a book for a few reasons, really. One, to have a keepsake and to see, put down what I feel and what happened in my career. But also, more so than most, I reckon my career has split a lot of opinion. And certainly the teams that I've played for, I constantly get asked the same questions regarding the teams that I played for and everything else, and get a fair amount of stick as well on social media through things like that. So once and for all, you can do a million interviews, but no one seems to get the message. Once and for all, at least if it's in black and white, I can tell everybody exactly how I feel and what happened and the situations and all the little nuances that nobody really knows about. And also, when you're during your career, you've not really got a voice in terms of saying certain things. So it's been really enjoyable doing it, like therapeutic almost, to just get it all out and just say exactly what's happened. Of course, there's the Liverpool side, and of course it hurts like hell if somebody has a go at me as a Liverpool fan, let's say, having a go at me, because then I just trawl back in my archive and in my mind and think, how I feel about the club and what I did for the club and everything else, and what I feel about the people at the time and how they felt towards me and all the rest of it. And just to think that, circumstances and how things have gone in the future, just to think that people could almost in the matter of 2 or 3 seconds just make their mind up because, you wore black and he wore red, or you wore blue and he wore yellow, and, just because of the colour of a shirt or whatever. So I think that's obviously part of football, the tribal nature of following a football team. But of course I've had to live through all of that as well, and the fallout of all that. And of course it's only a minority most of the time. I mean, you wouldn't believe, I go out into town, I go out for meals, I go out to bars, I go out to football stadiums, I go everywhere. I don't shy away from anything. And I could literally count on one hand the amount of abusive people there are. So I've been very lucky for that matter. I'd like to think that out there I can get on with people in the real world, but of course there's other mediums that exist in the world, and as I say before, some comments on there can cut quite deep, not just to me but to family and things like that. But I mean, in saying that, I don't lose sleep at night over things like that. I've learned to have thick skin right from when I was a very young boy, so it's fine, but it's just nice to be able to tell my story.